Over on the track and a good effort, followed by Winnature McAllister and then O'Sun. Further back in the field was Masque's Image, solidified weekend, beat one to the line, that being Tradewind. Nice performance. Merhoob has been able to score. Number 3, Merhoob, Darren Beatman for John O'Shea and Sheikh Mohammed bin Khalifa. Al Maktoum by Rory's Jester from Moment's Pleasure, bred to be good, and has taken it out at 320 and 160. Lespalia just weakening over the concluding stages, and in top swing, isn't he a genuine honest gelding? And he's been able to split Merhoob and Lespalia. And Canny Opera caught the eye at this, his first Sydney start for Robbie Lang, made up many lengths over nearer to the inside. Here are the numbers: 3, 1, 2 and 10. Number 3, Merhoob, D. Beatman first. Number 1, In Top Swing, D. Beasley second. Third to number 2, Lespalia Seamonths. And number 10 ran fourth, Canny Opera, ridden by Rodney Quinn.
Okay, so 3, 1, 2 and 10, a very popular Quinella trifecta in first 4. We await that dividend to be confirmed. Now, we just went on the race time there with Merhoob to compare with the previous, and that catapults Merhoob up to 6th position on Magic Millions qualifying. So it races into contention, prize earnings of 36,000. That now makes Lespalia 16th, Sir Success 17th and Snippy 18th. A field of 16 for next Saturday on the Probables field. Of course, 2-year-old races still to come, Brisbane, and also to come Gold Coast. 57.81, so a tick slower than was run by the filly Charmview, and the last 600 to be confirmed. So 57.81. Okay, Jason Holder rides Terminus
100, Flying Halo handicap, 3-year-old fillies, Chloe with Class. Also a winner here goes into the stalls, and they're set for a start in the 4th. First leg of the quaddie about to get underway. Gazania, the easing favourite. Son Lass and the Big Storm, the best back. They're ready, and they're racing now. Shambra Moore a little bit slow out with Saladair, and Chloe with Class flew out to lead Cosmic Dust. The Big Storm right up there in the early part. Gazania going up to 4th, and then Son Lass 5th on the inside. Next is Caramel Corn from Shambra Moore getting a go on. A wider out Unbridled Secret. Second last Bisbetica, and Saladair was around it. At the turn at the 800 metres, Chloe with Class a length in front. Cosmic Dust second, and Gazania's 3 wide, but is moving alongside of the leader now. The Big Storm 4th on the inside of Son Lass, and then Caramel Corn, Unbridled Secret 4 deep. 2 lengths to Shambra Moore, then Bisbetica and Saladair. Gazania moved up on the outside of Chloe with Class with the speed on. They're 4 lengths in front of Cosmic Dust. Then Caramel Corn next to Big Storm. Son Lass is in a traffic jam as Gazania put its head in front of Chloe with Class. 2 lengths away, Cosmic Dust. Unbridled Secret's been wide all the way, but it's moving into it. And Saladair from well back. The Big Storm struggling, and so is Son Lass. Around the turn, Gazania the outside, Chloe with Class. Cosmic Dust is after them. Gazania the outside, just in front of Chloe with Class, and then Cosmic Dust. It's Gazania from Chloe with Class. Still Gazania, 50 to go on the top weight, gets home again. Gazania won it, Cosmic Dust second, Caramel Corn third, and Chloe with Class has just missed the place. Then Saladair, Son Lass next home from Unbridled Secret, and then came Shambra Moore, Bisbetica, and the Big Storm was a shocker. There was money for it, but it really didn't give a yelp. 111.3 is the time, and Gazania's brought up its 3rd win at Moonee Valley. It's been racing in consistent form. It's only missed the top 4 once, and that was at its last start. Gazania, Michelle Payne, was 3 wide, zipped up on the outside of Chloe with Class, and to its credit, it fought on well and was probably stiff that it missed the place, because it looked like it was going to safely hold second, and it's been swamped the last little bit to miss out. Gazania by Encosta Delago, and is the winner of over $160,000 now, has been a magnificent money spinner, trained by Tommy Hughes and Michelle Payne, the rider. Second placing, we wait for it to be semaphore. Cosmic Dust had a pretty good run behind Gazania, but has not been able to beat that filly. Been runner-up to it a couple of times now, ridden by Mark Zara. And Carol McCorn did its best work in the latter part of the race. They've fought out the minor end.
Okay, between the 4 and the 2 for second, 4th to be confirmed. Big Over Super Tab, the 1, which is Lender Crowd. As we leave down Maleki, their first leg of the quaddie kicks off with number 1 in first position. So full dividends, keep an eye on the bottom of your screen. 4329 late mail at Doomben. Let's go to New Zealand.
And away they go in the 7th of the afternoon, and Courting Dead on the inside began well. Hoofing It and Lord Lingian, Sam Spratt booting up towards the leaders, and they're followed by Day Tripper settling in behind the speed. Then came Desert Bay on the outside, then Lender Crown, the race favourite, is going to settle second last, and 3 to Los Bravos. Out of the straight towards the 1350, and the leader is Courting Dead, and it led by a length over Lord Lingian. Hoofing It, the green and white, covering up Day Tripper on the rail, 2.5 Desert Bay. There, then the favourite back on the fence is Lender Crown, who's second last, but only about 6.5 to 7 off the leader, and Los Bravos is a tail ender. In the approach to the 1,000 metres in the Smitty Sports Bar and Grill, videoing a 1,700. Courting Debt, the Peter Lock train runner by 3. Desert Bay's loomed up into second now for Lee Rutherford. Back on the inside, third, Lord Lingian, 2 back, then to Hoofing It and Day Tripper together. Lender Crown is now off the fence, 3 wide, and been sent forward by O'Sullivan, and 2 lengths away, Los Bravos. They're about to move off the back, and there's about 6 only. First to last, they pack up, and Courting Debt, the leader. Desert Bay poised at the 600 metres, a length and a half away. There followed Lord Lingian on the rail, then Lender Crown, the race favourite, only 4 off them, followed by Los Bravos, Hoofing It and Day Tripper on the inside. Round they come, just over 400 metres to go, and Courting Debt, the leader. Courting Debt, 3/4 then to ready to pounce now as Desert Bay. Lender Crown's making us run 3 wide as they swing, and Courting Debt, Lender Crown, Desert Bay, Lord Lingian through on the rail if it's good enough. Lender Crown, O'Sullivan got to the lead now from Courting Debt. Late run, Hoofing It down the outside. Lender Crown, Lord Lingian, Lender Crown, Lord Lingian, Lender Crown and O'Sullivan. Lord Lingian second, Hoofing It's got third. From Courting Debt, fourth then Desert Bay. Further back to Day Tripper and Los Bravos.
Okay, 168, Lance O'Sullivan's ride, Lender Crown, the Willenda horse, back in the winner's circle. That's the last of our New Zealand races for coverage this afternoon. Larry Olsen, the Magic Millions picture can't become any clearer. Sir Success and Snippy have to win this race to get a start, don't they?
They do. Strip here, it's trial bell at Coffs Harbour. Still looks well, as I say, walking around the enclosure.
Yes, but, you know, obviously time will tell, but we're thinking the corner's not going to be a worry at all.
Okay, we have correct way to doom it. It's gone to on 1:2:16. It's 1:11:04's the time, not the quickest time. 35:13 home. Short neck 2.5 lengths, 1 1/4. So 1:11:04, 35:18. So Express Ball heads to next week's Magic Millions for the Ronnie Maund team. Well, the excitement builds towards the first of the big 2-year-old races next week as we build towards the 4th race at Randwick.
And in the 4th event of the day, the Gay Waterhouse trained Chris Muntz Mount Brecon Rose is the solid favourite in on-track and tote operations, currently in New South Wales, $3.50, but you wouldn't get that on track. Little money for Timidity to beat her. She's the second pick on the tote, $5.80, $2.20. And a sprinkle around for the dual accepted Decina, scratched from the first. She's $7.90, and she's third pick in New South Wales. Now, over here at the starting point, we've got, at the moment, La Ballerina riderless. Previous race going to Merhoob, number 3, Darren Beedman. Beat 1 in Top Swing, 2 third, La Spalia, and Canny Opera, number 10, 4th. The second to 10, Charm View, and the first 4, Nothing Like Her. Now, let's hope that La Ballerina doesn't create a problem. She's not going to, because she's in now. Here's Oh She Said, the next to line in. Oh She Said is just about there. Puzzle Book follows her up. So Puzzle Book, Straight Proof, and the favourite Brecon Rose to move in. Now here's Brecon Rose coming forward, racing in the same colours as the previous winner, Merhoob. Well, we're waiting for Brecon Rose and Straight Proof, repeating Brecon Rose. Firm favourite, $3.40 now and $1.80, New South Wales. Timidity, $5.80 and $2.10. Merhoob and Brecon Rose. Merhoob, if you've just joined us, the previous winner, and this particular mare raced by Sheikh Mohammed bin Khalifa Al Maktoum. Brecon Rose just a little bit reluctant to go in, but she's consented now, so she's locked away safely and securely. And here's the John McNair trained Straight Proof coming up to gate 11. Race 4, number 11, Straight Proof in gate number 11. And they're all now ready and set to do battle over the 1,400 metres. Starter climbs his stand. Red light blinks away. They're off this time. It was a lovely start. Decina and Wedding Bell getting back a little, and Breckenrose away nicely, and Muntz looking for the lead and going up smartly as the grey mare Timidity as they settle, showing plenty of early toe this afternoon as La Ballerina, followed closely by Dame. On the inside next is Decina, followed a length and a half away by Oh She Said, Wedding Bell, Charmeuse. Second last is Puzzle Book and 2 lengths to Straight Proof. Onto the course proper, 9:50 to go. By golly, it's a bustle for the lead. Timidity narrowly from La Ballerina, and Breckenrose no luck third. A length and a half Decina with a lovely run from Alzarino, wider down from Oh She Said around Charmeuse. Wedding Bell and Puzzle Book and 2 lengths to Straight Proof as they work their way to the 600, and Muntz clicks up on Breckenrose, and the favourite draws to the lead by about a length on Timidity. La Ballerina next, followed by Alzarino, keeping company with Decina, and 2 lengths to Dame. Charmeuse the fence over Wedding Bell, Oh She Said, Straight Proof and Puzzle Book. Around the turn they travel, and Breckenrose about 3 off the rails, leads about a half length on Timidity. Decina into the clear from La Ballerina, and Alzarino running a bit of a race, and so too is Charmeuse. Now Muntz goes full bore on Breckenrose, and as they race to the 150, Breckenrose a length and a half clear. Dame and Charmeuse after the favourite. Breckenrose still in front. On the outside, Charmeuse won't pick her up, and it's Breckenrose from Charmeuse, Dame or Straight Proof for third, then Wedding Bell. Puzzle Book, La Ballerina. Decina didn't run on, followed home by Oh She Said, Timidity weakened, and so did Alzarino at the rear. Number 5 gets the money. Breckenrose, written by Chris Muntz, winning double for Sheikh Mohammed bin Khalifa Al Maktoum, Mahoob, and now Breckenrose, and she did it the hard way. And Chris had no other alternative than to do what he did, coming down by about the 850 when he had to sool into the lead, so he had to use plenty of gas. And the mare has responded, and on the line she was just too good. She's by honour grades from Sonia Heaney. A brown mare 4, winning double for Gay Waterhouse. Ditto, Chris Muntz, combining with nothing like her, of course, in the first. So Muntz 2 winners, Beedman a winner, Pengelly a winner. Here are numbers: 5, 8, 1, 11, and awaiting 5th and 6th for the superfecta. Breckenrose, C. Muntz first. Number 8 is second, and that is Charmeuse, ridden by Darren Beedman, a mare by Flying Spur, trained by Guy Walter. Number 1, Dame. Just for a fleeting moment, I thought she was going to do something. By Mook Dame from Esther Villa, Stephen Engelbrecht, Concarrick at Sarnas. 11 ran 4th, and that was Straight Proof. So it's 5, 8, 1, and 11. Here are margins: 3/4, short neck, 123.35. That's 1.25 outside the course record, and yeah, that's a bit, yeah, outside the, yeah, that's right. Oh, wait a minute, no, it's not quite that. It's, yeah, 1.25 outside the. Well, they've got 2 course records here, Snowtastic and Maestro Maker. 121.14. I think the other course record's meant to be the class record. Anyway, who really cares about that? If you've backed the winner and the Quinella and the trifecta, etc., this is the most important news you'll get. 5, 8, 5, 8, 1, 11, and it's 10 and 6 for the superfecta.
First 4 dividend, $11,800. That's the 4th.
Last run here. Gold Robe still out, the 9-year-old, and Panoramic Lad. He likes the dry tracks. His form at Moonee Valley is good. 10 starts, 1 win and 6 seconds, so he's the ideal horse to take in the Quinella. Noel Callow riding. And Gold Robe lining up for his 91st start, Reese Wheeler. Now Gold Robe's ready. Panoramic Lad, the last one along. And the field of 8 are now set. Race 5, Moonee Valley. Set and racing now. Dinar jumped okay on the inside. Refugee drops out to the tail. Juggernaut and Gold Robe are right up there in the early part from Paternal, the favourite 4th, then Circumnavigating. Back 3rd last is Panoramic Lad, and then Small Spoils and Refugee on its inside. 1,300 left to travel. Dinar leads as expected. Gold Robe's up handy 2nd, can drop in behind the leader now. And then 2 lengths away, Circumnavigating 3rd. Juggernaut was around it. And then Panoramic Lad 5th on the rails from Paternal, and now Refugee takes off 3 wide, strides forward. 2 lengths away last is Small Spoils. 1,000 metres to go, and Dinar is out well clear now, has taken charge, and it led by 4 lengths. Refugee goes to 2nd, cuts that margin down to about 3 lengths now. Gold Robe is 3rd, Juggernaut 4th. Next is Circumnavigating from Paternal. Panoramic Lad drifts back to 2nd last, and Small Spoils is last and 8 lengths off the lead. Dinar turns down the side, 700 left to travel. 3 in front of Refugee. Juggernaut getting closer. Gold Robe is next, but off the bit. On its outside, Paternal and Panoramic Ladder both making good ground. Circumnavigating Hard Ridden, and last is Small Spoils. Dinar a length and a half in front of Juggernaut. Now Paternal runs on, 2 lengths to Panoramic Lad, and the rest are struggling from this point. Dinar and Juggernaut together. Juggernaut the outside, put its nose in front of Dinar. 1.5 away Paternal. Panoramic Lad about 5 off them. It's Juggernaut with its head in front. Paternal coming out the challenge, kicking back Dinar. Juggernaut in front, Paternal's after it. Dinar coming again, Juggernaut and Paternal. Oliver lifting Paternal, it goes to the line and got there. Paternal a nose to Juggernaut. And third in was Dinar, who fought on well from Panoramic Lad. Circumnavigating next, and then Small Spoils, Gold Robe and Refugee. Judge will call for the photo with Ollie lifting Paternal. You almost expect him to just produce that little bit more, Damien Oliver. Juggernaut cruised up. It was given a beautiful ride by Andrew Finlay. And Judge will obviously go for the photo. We've had a few close ones here today. And Dinar, who was collared at about the 300, fought on really well. It is a photo. As you can see, Paternal's putting in the big strides, and he gets it. Number 1, Damien Oliver. He's got it on the line with only a breath between them, as you can tell, but it favours the favourite punters. Number 1, first, defeats 6 Juggernaut and 4 Dinar. So it's 1, 6 and 4. And Panoramic Lad, he didn't look like he would threaten, but it was only beaten about a length or a length and a quarter in 4th. Time 1:37.4. So Damien Oliver has been in the winner's circle 3 times today. One of them was a dead heat victory, but on each occasion with a favourite. 164 are the official numbers, and 4th in will be number 2, Panoramic Lad. That's in the frame now. 1:37 for the time. So Paternal, what a record he's got at Moonee Valley. A bit like another specialist earlier on in the day, Ravens Pell. He's now won 5 out of 6, Paternal. Terrific record, and carrying the 58 kilos. But I think it was Ollie. Ollie got him there right on the line. 164 on race 5.
Okay, with those first 4 dividends to be and $30. Trackside to Randwick, this is the 5th on the card.
Well, a most interesting event is the 5th of the day. There's been plenty of confidence on Course Re Fiery Venture this afternoon. And Compete, who is the tote favourite currently in New South Wales at 320, has blown right out the gate in the ring. It's more than double its tote quote in the ring, Compete, whereas the big one, boys, and maybe there's a big girl down there punting with bookies, Fiery Venture is the one they've come for. It's right in. Anyway, we'll soon see how Fiery Venture goes, but the tail of the tape here on track is 2 Fiery Venture, a clear favourite. Compete continually easing, and is the 3rd pick with Robert Royale. Lyman Hall is the 2nd elect as it goes in now. Could be a promising horse, Lyman Hall. Previous race won by Breckenrose, ridden by Chris Muntz and Gay, of course, the trainer. Gay and Chris combining here with the favourite Fiery Venture. Breckenrose beat Charmers. Number 8 won the 3rd Dame. 3 Mahoob took out the 3rd Darren Beedman. 10 Charm View, Brad Pengelly the 2nd. 4 Nothing Like a Chris Muntz won the 1st. And now we're seeing the last of the runners come in for the 5th of the day. And that is Silver Load. Compete, scoring at Rose Hill last start. That's certainly neglected to a big degree in the betting ring this afternoon. Fiery Venture, behaving nicely. I wonder if it'll go forward today. They're having a problem with one of them. I can't tell what it is, but now the line's better, I'd say. Racing this time, Fiery Venture came out first this afternoon. No problems with the barrier blanket today. In second, Posy Silver Load. Robert Royale is whipping up quickly, followed by Architrave, and then Compete on the fence. 2 lengths, Lyman Hall. Glowing Prince the inside. Oh, copped a nasty check, second last. And Valid Reason also received the backwash. They come onto the course proper. And here now, going through along the inside to lead, is none other than Robert Royale. And Robert Royale opens up about 1/2 to 3/4 on Fiery Venture. 3rd and wide, Silver Load. Over on the rails, compete, and then Architrave, Lyman Hall, Glowing Prince at about 5 lengths to Valid Reason. In this order, they come along to the 600 marker, no change whatsoever, and it's Robert Royale under restraint by McLean. A half length on Fiery Venture, working closer. Compete third inside Silver Load from Architrave, Lyman Hall, and the other two look 1,000,000 to 1. Glowing Prince and Valid Reason as they turn now. Robert Royale straightens up, only a half length on Fiery Venture, reining in this leader quickly. 2 lengths Compete, who's under the whip, and then Silver Load and Architrave. Robert Royale battling on. He's had to go for Fiery Venture. A length and a half Compete, who's starting to knuckle down now from Silver Load and Architrave. Fiery Venture's got Robert Royale. Compete can't quite catch the favourite at the moment, and Fiery Venture hanging on too well. Fiery Venture wins it from Compete. Photo third, Architrave or Robert Royale, followed home by Silver Load, Lyman Hall, and the last pair were Valid Reason and tailed off Glowing Prince, who copped a bad check in the early stages. Number 2, he had a bit of a tussle in the straight at top of same, but he was too classy over the concluding stages. And there's 3 for Gay and 3 for Chris. 3 out of 5. Not a bad record by Thunder Gulch from Flying Venture, and number 2, Fiery Venture, 250 and 110. Well, some of these big punters, they are spot on. As I was saying to you all before the race, they only wanted to back one, and that was Fiery Venture. Compete blew out like a gale, but was given every possible chance and simply wasn't good enough. Waiting on the judge to put the numbers up after the 5th, I can tell you that the time is 1 minute 22.61, and Fiery Venture now 4 starts for 2 wins and a second. Let's see if the judges have got any numbers. Any numbers there for first and second? What are they? 2, 4, 3, 1. Right, 2, 4, 3, 1 are the official placings. Fiery Venture, C. Muntz first. Number 4, Compete, D. Beedman for John Hawke second. Number 3, Architrave, Gary Portelli, Darryl McClellan third, and 1 ran 4th, Robert Royale. Now, the important totes, number 2, 250, 110. Number 4, 160. Number 3, 220. The Quinella, 480. Exacta, 960. Trifecta, 6290. 6290. And the 2-4-3-1 first 4, $140.70. Margins, 1 length, a half a neck, 122.61, 34.84 was the sectional time. Runner up by Kenny Ladd, honest little fella. And the third horse is by Woodman, and Robert Royale led up and just weakened out of it. But Fiery Venture, just a little too good, landing some nice bets in the Longines, race 5, headquarters.
And what that does with the Jockeys Premiership, Chris Muntz up
on a good track. Damien Oliver has figured in 3 of the first 5 winners. 1 dead heat win amongst it. So he's got the riding on us clearly at the moment. Brett Pebble aboard our Blitz. It is the tote favourite, and there is money for it in the ring. It's been backed in now to run the popular Pick Our Blitz. It goes up. Racing now, caught them in a pretty good line too. Blue Danzig out towards the outside. Chief and Charger showing speed. Hula V, Our Blitz, Zashmir, Adam Artega, great charge in the early part. Kelshiki's back about 8th, but driving through nearer the inside as Our Blitz takes up the running from Diff, and third Blue Danzig, then Hula V. Chief in Charge the rails, Zashmir very wide from Kelshiki and Skewif, and then Skylight Jimmy, and back towards the tail of the field, Abel Kane from Adam Artega, and Arctic Blast is last. Our Blitz 400 to go, a length and a half in front of Blue Danzig. Then Diff, Skewif was next, Chief in Charge, Hula V. Up to the turn, it's Our Blitz, 2 lengths to Blue Danzig. Skewif is running on well on the outside. It's going up the challenge. Our Blitz and Skewif together, then Kelshiki. Skewif race straight away into the straight. Now it's got 2 lengths in front of Diff. Our Blitz can't go on, but it's all Skewif. It's putting a gap on them now, and Skewif coming away with Matt Pumper to win it 4 lengths. Diff has run second. Third Arctic Blast, I reckon, right on the line from Chief in Charge and Kelshiki. Then came Zashmir. Our Blitz got the staggers from Hula V, Skylight Jimmy. Then Blue Danzig, the rider's lost his irons there. Then Adam Artega and Abel Kane. Skewif number 3, most impressive win. Matt Pumper just put them away on the turn and has bolted in after Our Blitz looked to be travelling well coming up to the turn, but it was just no match, and Skewif is race clear. Number 3, she's been a good mare by Mukta, hasn't he? Thrown some pretty handy horses over the last couple of years. A 5-year-old mare, Skewif, has now won 7 out of 16, trained by Darren Weir, and has won on all surfaces and ridden by Matt Pumper. First up from a break. Second is 10 and third is 7.
Royale, third winner for Gay Waterhouse and Chris Muntz. Now, here at the 1600 metres, in they come. Si Senor moving forward now. He's on fire, Chris Muntz, riding for Paul O'Sullivan. Ludlam still out, so too the Diane Poitevin Lane pair, Imposing Dom and Terrible Taurus. Trillion Delight has had a few admirers at longer odds. He was 23.20 a short time ago on Tab Limited. He's trimmed down to 15.20, number 11. Many think he will lead and might give a big sight. Now, Vendetta's coming up, and only 3 to move in here, and they are Crop, along with Trillion Delight, and the other one away is Terrible Taurus. So Tab Limited $1.60 about number 9 Jeremiah, stablemate 6.60 Vendettas. Trillion Delight comes in, nice sort of horse. And the jock on him, Terrible Taurus, young Ron Stewart. Adjusts his race goggles, brings Terrible Taurus up to the outside of the line, which is gate 11, and we're ready for action. And away they go. Halls of Assembly didn't jump quickly. The same for He's on Fire, and Si Senor was first away. Trillion Delight is up looking for the lead, and the same can be said also for Terrible Taurus. Crop is not far back, and a length and a half further away in the field as they settle down. Ludlam on the inside of Jeremiah, getting into a nice position early, tagged by stablemate Vendettas, and just shading Vendettas. Halls of Assembly now, followed by Anytime Angel. Imposing Dom is second last, and He's on Fire last. Si Senor, the leader, out of the back straight and coming along to the 950, leads about 3/4 of a length on Trillion Delight, a length and a half to Terrible Taurus, wide Crop, the middle, Ludlam the fence. 2 lengths further off is Jeremiah on the outside of Halls of Assembly, then Vendettas. Third last is Anytime Angel, next to last Imposing Dom, and He's on Fire brings up the rear. They go past the halfway, and the leader Si Senor, 3/4 Trillion Delight. He couldn't lead today. A length and a half to Terrible Taurus, still wide from the centre. Crop, the fence, Ludlam. Jeremiah being pushed along a shade. He just got off the bit momentarily from Halls of Assembly. Vendettas, He's on Fire, followed by Anytime Angel, and last is Imposing Dom. Now Beedman in the black jacket and cerise cap on Jeremiah, taking him about 8 wide. Straightening up Si Senor, a length and a half on Jeremiah. Plenty of galloping room, and his stablemate Vendettas is going with the favourite now. Now Vendettas and Jeremiah claim Si Senor. Who's going to win it, the younger horse or the older bloke? It's Jeremiah pulling out plenty. Vendettas won't give in. Jeremiah just in front. He'll win it. Jeremiah has just outstayed the stablemate Vendettas, and then came Si Senor with Halls of Assembly not far back. Anytime Angel, He's on Fire, followed up by Imposing Dom, Terrible Taurus, Trillion Delight, Crop, and last to complete the course was Ludlam. He's very, very game, and he gave age, of course, to pretty well all those horses in that particular race. Indeed, he gave age to every one of them, and he's still been able to beat them, and it was a very, very good performance. I just wonder whether he got off the bitter shade done by the 700. Beatman just had to shake him up a wee bit, but he showed plenty of intestinal fortitude when it was required, and he's outplugged Vendettas to win narrowly. Number 9, Jeremiah by Octagonal from Lament, trained by John Hawkes for the Woodland Stud. 4 starts for 3 wins and a second. And Darren Beedman aboard. Now that makes it win number 2 for Beedman this afternoon. So it's the Muntz Beedman show, 5 out of 6. And that was Hawkesy's first winner for the day, but Gay has had 3. Here we go, 9, 2, 5 and 7 official. 9 Jeremiah D. Beedman the winner. Number 2 Vendettas, Corey Brown second by Danehill.